Alrighty, so we're wrapping up New Orleans, got everything packed, about to go grab some breakfast, get out of here. You see I got my mask, felt like Zorro walking around. Oh, I thought that was this for a second, that's them out there doing something. Anyway, we're wrapping up things. A lot of things happened here. A few things I want to wrap up that stuck out to me, and different people have different perspectives. So here we got together, college roommates, to see Florida State play, and they ended up winning. Almost matched what Casy's predicted the score would be exactly, right? 24-17. They ended up having one more second, which is controversially. They had one more call, and then they ended up scoring. But anyway, a lot of sports things were around this weekend, so we're going to use that in a lot of the footage into the song and things of that nature. But what we were talking about was the behind-the-scenes stuff. A lot of people just want to see the flashy aspect. They just want to see the Curry shooting the three. They don't want to see the work that it takes to get to that point, the drills that it takes to get the coordination and the strength to shoot the range. All of these things that happen behind the scenes that you don't see. We were talking about the Mamba mentality, being able to focus your mental to just say, we're going to figure this out, you know, and that's what we have to have, a Mamba mentality on a lot of different levels. We were talking about that sports. People want to have that when it comes to sports, but they don't want to have that when it comes to themselves and figuring out their own stuff and how to get from where they are to where they want to be.
I'm here in the Louisiana Superdome, about to watch LSU play Florida State. Whoever said take off, appreciate it, boss. Salute. What's up? I'm waiting.
Anyway, we were talking about the whole persona of people being scared before they get on the field and not wanting to admit that they were scared and everything, and being nervous and all of that. So we get nervous, we get scared, and it's okay to admit that, because courage is not the absence of fear, it's feeling the fear and still moving forward. So I still feel fear. So I still, things that are unknown can be fearful, but to have the courage is to acknowledge that fear, that exists, but I'm still going to do it because you are not your emotions, you're more than your fear. So it's okay to experience these emotions, they're not us, and we can still choose to do the things that we want to with our will. So that was one of the things that we talked about here. Another thing I want to mention, and we got the music here, which sounds good. Casey did his thing on that. You're going to hear that. Try to incorporate the horn.
Let it ride. Yeah. Get. Next.
Tried to incorporate the horns in the field of New Orleans. Roam Bourbon Street for a little bit. That was cool. Saw a lot of people. It was like over 66,000 at the Superdome. And I was the only one in there with a flight suit, right? This hat on and everything. Prominent energy and all of that stuff. So it was cool. But one of the things that I want to mention before we go, we got the music, we got the footage, is the other sports analogy. Alabama, they were talking about Alabama and the program and how it works and how they keep winning and how they produce professional players. They have a professional program. And how you'll have someone on the bench that can be a 5-star recruit that can start at other places that will go and sit the bench for Alabama for 3 years, right? 3 years, learn the system and still be working, not be bitter, but learn the system, still be working, and then start that year, right? And then tear the league up, and then go to the NFL, right? But you never seen this guy, right? He was on the bench, but he was working and learning and observing. So when it's game time, he still has to perform, but he's prepared, and he's better than he was when he was first there. But it took the humility to sit down, because he could have started somewhere else, anywhere else, but to trust the program and to sit there and learn and observe. Just like they say, and I'm not a big sports fan, so I'm just going off of what they're telling me. So like the Heisman Trophy winner, right? Who was this guy last year, right? They didn't know him, right? And then he comes and wins a Heisman. So he was learning the program. So as you see us come and do the things that we're doing, just realize that we were learning the program, we were studying, we were elevating ourselves. We were taking the steps behind the scenes. So when you see the in front of the scenes work, this is a culmination of the behind the scenes work. When you see us shoot the deep range, it's because we've been practicing when nobody was looking. You know? So keep that in mind. Everybody wants to flash, they don't want to put in the work. The work is how you get the flash and maintain it. And that's the real flash. That's the benefit of the work, because then it's effortless. Then it's just, you're an artist and you're playing on a different level, just like those players are. Steph Curry has got his game elevated to where he's now playing with his range, right? Because he knows he's capable of doing that. All I gotta say here, the masked man, the other thing is the conductor. That was a good analogy as well that Case came up with. The conductor being out in front, conducting with the wand and everything. And I was just thinking, reminiscing on that. that's kind of what we've been doing, or what I've been doing. It's just being out front conducting. You know, we're all playing instruments. I play an instrument as well, but someone has to keep the track, keep the pace, and keep everyone with the rhythm. So that's kind of what I feel I'm doing in setting the pace, a pathfinder, pacemaker, whatever you want to look at it. And the other thing with that is, if you look back on the video Flip My Wits, you can see me in there kind of waving a wand, magic wand, just kind of conducting. So it's already in there as well. All right, that's all I want to say. We're going to go eat. Peace, y'all.